Hello my book besties, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be going through the 26 books that I really want to read in 2026. Now these books are books that have been on my shelves for a ridiculous amount of time. Some, actually most, I think we're talking about 10 years. So I need to read what is on my shelves. I need to work out if I still even enjoy what is on my shelves, because I got a lot of them 10 years ago and my reading tastes have changed as I've gotten older. So because I'm now moving, it's time that I sort of go through and reflect what is on these shelves, if I want to keep them anymore, if I want to move them on to someone else that's going to enjoy them and appreciate them more than what I currently am. As much as the idea of giving up books that are on my shelves, I struggle so much with that, because they're like a part of me, but they can be a part of someone else too. Anyway, let's get into these 26 books. They are in no particular order. It's just I shuffled them around a bit. So here we go. So first up is The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson. This is the first book in the Shades of London series. From memory, it's a Jack the Ripper mystery. I love Jack the Ripper books, so I don't know why I haven't read this, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure it's YA, so it should be a pretty easy read. Actually, to be fair, most of this list will be YA because 10 years ago that is what I was predominantly buying, so, you know. The next book I've got is The Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan, and this is the second book in the Percy Jackson series. I have always meant to read through this series and just never got around to it, so I'm going to be picking up the second book and then hopefully continuing on with it, because now that I've sort of gotten back into things and reading journals and stuff like that and keeping track of my series, it's going to motivate me to get through this. Plus it is on my 35 series before 35. So yes, I'm going to be reading this. Next I have Vicious by V. Schwab. I absolutely love V. Schwab's writing, so the fact that I haven't read this book pains me. So I need to fix that ASAP. I do have Vengeful, which is the next one in the series, and I believe she's finally getting around to writing the third book in this series, so hopefully that comes out soon, that I can just read this, read Vengeful, and go into the next one. So next book I have is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. This series I keep meaning to read. I keep saying I'm going to pick it up in October and then I never do. I think I need to just stop trying to make it an October read and just read it when I feel like reading it, really. Then I have Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. This is a classic book basically nowadays, and I have not read it. I need to read it. I just want to know, when people are making references to this book, what they're referencing, so yeah, I thought I should read it. Next up is The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. I don't know why I never read this book when I first got it. It's a fairy loot, so it's pretty sprayed edges and everything. And I don't actually know if I really even heard that much about it, but it's a girl that's working as a healer in a prison, and then she has to save the queen or something like that. I don't know too much about it because I always go into books not knowing much about it, but yeah, I just feel like I should give this a go, see how I go with it. Next book you can tell I haven't read because it's still in the packaging that it came in from our crate, and that is Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. This book is on so many of my bingos and things like that, so I just need to get around to reading it. And all I know about it is it's something to do with creating clothes, and she takes, well, her father gets sent to the, I think he gets summoned to the palace, but she dresses up like a boy and goes in his place. Something like that. Yeah, it covers a lot of prompts for different things that have been out lately, so I'm hoping I enjoyed it, but I want to prioritise and get to it because it's stupid that I still have it in its packaging. Okay, my apologies. I'm going to be super lazy with this one because it's all the way up the top there at the very start of my bookshelf. But that is S by J.J. Abrams. This book is one of those books where people talk about like different ways of reading it and how to read it. And it's always fascinated me, but it's always really scared me for the same reasons. So it's going to be the year of reading those scary books, I guess. Next up, I've got These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. This is another Fairy Loot book that I just never got to. I was really bad with reading my Fairy Loot and Our Crate books back when I was getting them, because that's when I was sort of starting with my, I don't know, it's like a 6-year slump. Might have been longer, but I was getting a whole lot of these books and just I wasn't reading, so yeah. I ended up having to cancel my memberships because there was no point. But now I want to read these books and see if I still want to have them on my shelves. I don't know. It's a really pretty cover though. It's like all flowery and stuff. Onto a book that I feel like is a pretty popular one, like a pretty popular YA book that I just haven't read, and that is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. This, if you didn't know, has been made into a TV series, so I want to read the book before I watch the series, but apparently the series is pretty good, so I need to read the book. I don't think it'll take me much to read through it. It seems pretty easy, and doesn't actually look like that long. Oh, it's under 300 pages. Second round of being very lazy, and that book is The Darkest Minds by Alexander Bracken. I had so many good things about this series when it first came out and as the series was going on, and I just want to read it. They look pretty up on my shelf. I have a whole lot of Alexander Bracken books, but I just haven't read them. Need to fix that. Next book is Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. This is a mystery book, I think. I'm pretty sure she goes missing after taking a train trip. This got made into a movie. It was a really popular book at the time that it got released, and it was on a whole lot of book clubs and everything like that, and I have no clue what it's about, so I thought I would pick this up. It would also help branch out my reading, like, books, because I don't read a lot of mysteries. And I don't know if this is a straight mystery or if it's a mystery thriller or where along that line it is, but I still don't read a lot of those books, so I want to branch out a little bit more. Next book is Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. This book has always interested me. There was something about it. Whoever was talking about it on BookTube back in the day really sold it to me, but I never actually picked it up. I don't know why. Well, I know why. I was going through a reading slump. But it just sounded so cool, and I want to read it and remember why it sounded so good, because if it's good then I can recommend it. Next up is Winter Song by S.J. Jones. I believe this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling? Possibly? I don't actually know if it is, but the rose on the front cover has always given me Beauty and the Beast vibes, and I don't know why I haven't read this. I keep meaning to read this. I'm going to read this. Next up I have Dramarama by E. Lockhart. I have previously enjoyed E. Lockhart's books, so I need to keep reading what's on my shelf, and hopefully I enjoy this one as well. This is based at a summer drama camp, and I don't really know what happens, but we'll see. Next book I have is Daughter of Smoke and Bones by Lenny Taylor. I had previously read Stranger Dreamer by her and absolutely loved the writing style that she uses, and it's just a really lyrical way of writing, and I wanted to pick up this, I believe it's a trilogy, and see how it is. I think this came first, so I wouldn't be surprised if her writing's not quite as good as what I remember from Stranger Dreamer, but I still want to read these books, and I also do want to reread Stranger Dreamer because I never finished, is it Muse of Nightmares? So I'll start with this and then I'll move on to the others. Up next is The Accidental Book Club by Jennifer Scott. I am just feeling like reading about book clubs at the moment, and I have quite a few of these books on my shelves that I've never gotten around to, so yeah. I don't know why, I like reading about other people getting together and reading. It's a really weird niche subgenre, but I don't know, maybe I'll do like a reading vlog of different book club books, because like even looking at my bookshelf, there's a Dirty Girls book club there, there's the End of Your Life book club down there, so I have a few. Maybe that's an idea for a weird reading vlog, but it sounds fun. So anyway, this one is going on my list. The next book on my list that is way up there is A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray. Again, I've got a feeling this might be somewhat inspired by Beauty and the Beast if it isn't a full retelling. Regardless, I want to be reading the series. I've heard a lot about this series, so I need to just get my butt in gear and do it. Now, this one hurts my soul that I haven't actually read it yet, and that's because it's Batman Nightwalker by Marie Lu. I love Batman, so I do not know why I never got around to reading this. Well, I kind of do know. I was going back and forth between whether or not I should read these well, I don't even know if they're interconnected, but the DC Legends series that came out, there's 4 I think in them, and I do have Catwoman by Sarah Maas, or Sarah J Maas, and I just never knew if I should read that one first or if I could just go into this one, but I want to read this, so it's going on the list. Up next I have Muse by Brittany Cavallero. I read, what is it, the Sherlock Holmes series this year, and I've also had this book on my list for quite a while. I've really enjoyed Brittany's writing. Haven't always loved the actual storyline, but I just want to give this one a go. Next up, I have Stealing Snow by Danielle Page. I'm pretty sure this is a Snow White retelling. It makes sense if it's a Snow White retelling, I'm guessing, since her name is Snow. And I have heard so much about Danielle Page's writing, and this is not the only book that I really want to read of hers, but I need to give it a go. Also, it really works for prompts that I have to use my first name because it's in the author's name, I guess, if I want to use my proper first name. But anyway, then we've got Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. This is technically a reread for me. Again, I read it like 10 years ago when it first came out, but I never continued on with the rest of the series, and I do have them. They are interconnected standalones, I am pretty sure, but I still like to start with the beginning. And this works for a few prompts where I've got to read around the world, so we're going with it. The next book is Daughter of the Burning City by Amanda Foody. I heard really good things about this book at the time that it was released, and then obviously I haven't paid much attention since because it's been a while, but I'm interested. I don't really know what it's about anymore. 16-year-old Serena has spent most of her life within the smouldering borders of the Gomorrah Festival, yet even among the many unusual members of the travelling circus city, Serena stands apart as the only illusion worker born in hundreds of years. This rare talent allows her to create illusions that others can see, feel and touch with personalities all their own. Okay, that sounds really cool. It's giving me Night Circus vibes, so gonna love that for me. The next book is another really daunting book to read, and that's because there's just so many ways to read it, and that is The House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski. And yeah, this book just, I don't know, there's different parts, there's things that are backwards, there's things that are off to the side. And it's just one of those books that I really want to read. This one definitely does give me October vibes, so I kind of do want to prioritize it in October. But the next book I think is the only book that's moving over from the 25 to the 26 list, and that's Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. I've never read this series. I want to read the series. I want to do a full reading vlog of reading this series, so I just need to sit down and get to it. Really. That's all I have to say about it. I didn't mind the movie. Was it 2 movies or did it come with TV series? I think it was a TV series the second time around, and I didn't mind that either, but I just want to read the original story. And then the last book for my 26 books is Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. This is an ongoing series. I think the 6th book has just been released or is about to be released, so I would like to catch up. I don't know if the 6th is the final book in the series or if there's more to come, but it does mean that I have 6 books out by the time you see this, that I can binge through and slowly read, and then if there's more, well, by the time I get through those 6, it's probably the next one's coming out. So I am seriously interested in it. I have heard a lot of great things about Susan Dennard's writing, so they are all of the books that I'm putting on my 26 in 2026 backlist books. I cannot wait to read these. If you have read them and you love them, let me know down below. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you want to, and I will see you all next time. Bye!